In this video, let's get a brief idea about the thyroid gland, which is the most important vital organ of our body. It is a butterfly-shaped gland located in front of the neck just above the trachea. It weighs around 15 to 20 grams. It releases two potent hormones called T3 and T4 which influence the basal metabolic rate of the body and also influence the dentition, intelligence, brain function, memory, bone development, and the linear growth of the body. The iodine trapped by the thyroid gland is subsequently oxidized to the iodine by the enzyme thyroid peroxidase. The iodine then undergoes a series of organic reactions within the thyroid gland to produce tetraiodothyronine or thyroxine T4 and triiodothyronine T3. T3 is also produced in other tissues such as pituitary, liver and the kidney by removal of an iodine molecule from T4. The T4 is considered to be more pro-hormone while the T3 is the most potent thyroid hormone produced. T3 and T4 are both stored in the thyroglobulin protein of the thyroid gland and released in the circulation through the action of pituitary-derived thyrotropin, which is also called as TSH. This TSH, secreted by the thyrotrope cells located in the anterior pituitary glands, which regulates the thyroid gland function and the hormone synthesis. The pituitary secretion of TSH is influenced by the releasing factor TRH, which is produced in the hypothalamus and is also called as thyrotropin releasing hormone. These both TSH and TRH are regulated by negative feedback from the thyroid hormone, predominantly T3. TSH binds to specific membrane receptors located on the surface of the thyroid epithelial cell and activates the cell signaling mechanisms through the enzyme adenylate cyclase, which is located in the plasma membrane. By the activation of adenylate cyclase increases the intracellular cyclic adenosine monophosphate, which is called as CAMP, which in turn stimulate the additional intracellular signaling events that lead to the thyroid hormone function and the secretion. T4 binds strongly to the thyroxine binding globulin and weakly to the thyroxine binding prealbumin, whereas T3 binds tightly to TBG and weakly to the albumin. Under normal protein binding conditions, 0.3% of T4 and 0.3% of T3 is protein bound. Only a small amount is unbound of T4 and T3, which circulates in a free state, and this free concentration that is considered responsible for the biological effects of the thyroid hormones in our body. There are few physiological situations associated with a change in the serum concentration of these thyroid binding proteins like pregnancy, non-thyroidal illness, or ingestion of drugs, which affect the level and the affinity of the binding proteins. So, under these circumstances, the serum concentrations of total T4 and T3 change in parallel to the changes that occur in the thyroid hormone binding proteins. But the serum concentrations of free T4 and free T3 remain normal and the individual remain euthyroid. It means there is no change in the thyroid gland. If this situation happens in the contrast, the serum concentration of free T4 and free T3 are raised in the hyperthyroidism and decreased in the hypothyroidism. So people, I'm going to tell you few myths and the facts about the thyroid gland. A lump or a nodule in the thyroid means you doesn't have a thyroid cancer. Only 5% of thyroid nodules are cancerous. Coming to the other fact, you will not develop a goiter, that is enlarged thyroid, every time. Majority of people with thyroid issues do not develop goiters. All the people with thyroid problem doesn't have a bulging eyes. Bulging eyes are just one symptom of thyroid eye disease, which is most commonly seen in hyperthyroidism and Graves' disease. A tiny percentage of people who have thyroid problems have the bulging eyes of the thyroid eye disease. You have to remember that only diet cannot manage hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. Diet alone can regulate problems of the thyroid. Thyroid medicine helps bring hormone production to a normal level. Eating well-balanced diet with plenty of vitamins and minerals is still important to overall health. Here are the few goitrogen-rich foods that may affect our thyroid function. Broccoli, kale, cauliflower, strawberries, soy products, red wine, peanuts, teas, mustard and the peaches. Guys, get rid of the thyroid problems and stay healthy. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe and ring the bell.